like Batman and Robin.
Holy hole in a donut!
Or maybe a bit more like Bert and Ernie.
Hey, Bert. Hey,
This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, Ernie.
Welcome to the show. It's Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital. We're back.
Or is it Bert and Ernie?
Oh, I couldn't tell you,
Our
man.
impressions were pretty good. Guys, I'm going to be honest. That was an impression.
Yeah.
It's just Luke and Lewis.
Yeah.
It's just your two regular guys.
You wouldn't be able to tell if it were not for Radio Mike crying, laughing at me saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
Bert."
They don't have a third sidekick. Elmo doesn't usually laugh in the background.
We got a great show for you guys
Are
coming
they
up.
from the Sesame Street?
Yes.
Okay, good. That was a good Elmo reference there.
Where else would Elmo be?
No, because they all have their own spin-off shows.
Because they're on a street. Everyone has their own housemate. That's the show.
No, Elmo has its own show. Elmo's World.
Yeah.
Like he's gone fish and Elmo too. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Elmo's World. You know nothing.
Is
All
this a
right.
productive use of airtime?
No.
And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the entire 2 hours.
What are we talking about?
Ah, probably something else.
Oh,
Luke and
we
Lewis
did talk about the
on
Tandem bike.
Triple M Modern Digital.
Lewis, have you ever Googled yourself?
Yes, of course.
Really?
Yes.
I have never really gone. Have you gone past page 2?
No.
It gets deep.
I've gone into the news section. So I've gone
Right.
Lewis Spears, but that mostly comes with like my social media. I
Right.
know that I'm on that every day.
Yeah, okay.
So sometimes I'll go into the news to see if
Yeah.
anyone's written some news about me, or I've tricked them into writing news about me.
Okay.
That's something that I do quite often.
Last night, someone sent me a website sent me a link to a website called wholecelebwiki.com, and I apparently have been made a profile.
There are a lot of websites
Yeah, that
like
just
that.
make you profiles, like social
Yeah.
media people and stuff. And there were some things that bothered me immensely that were written about
they're
me.
never correct.
They're never
so
correct.
you're an entire celeb.
What would you say my profession is?
Comedian.
Or,
Radio host?
yep, social media personality. I don't think I've
hate
ever made
that.
any money out of social media.
Hate that.
They've-
You don't have much of a personality either.
But I do own social media.
Yeah.
So, born, that's fine. Date of birth, they're a day off.
I'm on a website called famousbirthdays.com, and their only function is to tell everyone
Yeah.
when their birthday
They've got
is.
it wrong on that.
Mine's wrong.
Well, that's why I think they've got it wrong in here. My birthday on that website is also wrong. And I
Right.
think there's just a general vibe going around the internet that my birthday is on the 28th of March. It's not. It's on the 27th.
So all these third-party websites
Yeah.
just copy each other, and no one's correct.
And, all right, how tall am I?
Are you like 6'1"?
Just, oh.
Six-
So
6
you're,
foot,
did you
6'1"?
write this? I'm not 6'1".
You're
I'm
6 foot.
definitely like just 6 foot.
Yeah, and they said you're 6'1".
I know.
That's
I also, they've put me 7 kilos higher than I actually weigh. I don't know how they've got
How
my
would they
weight.
get your weight?
7 kilos. I'm not Radio Mike, all right? I'm not on a head diet. Now I want to be. I feel subconscious. What would you say my eye color is?
Blue.
Not dark brown.
What?
You can get that
way
from
off.
looking at a photo. The photo that they've posted me above this description of my eyes, I have blue eyes in the photo.
That's just wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe this person's colorblind.
Emily's got dissed, girlfriend not available. And they've got my brother's name right. So this bothered me, right? And I was like, oh my God, I've never
Well,
even
they
thought
must
about this.
listen to the show.
I don't know
That's
who's made
the only
this.
place we've
Someone said,
spoken
hey, I
about him.
found this about you online. It's on Google. And I found it online. Then I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize there was all this stuff about me on Google. I Googled myself, Lewis.
Yeah.
I went deep. I
Ooh.
went hard.
What'd
And
you
I
find?
found an article that I've never been more bothered by in my life. Not
get
only
into
by the grammatical and errors, but the lies and deceit that they're feeding their audience of, I don't know who's reading this website, but it
Right.
was on, I don't
See,
know.
that's interesting because generally when I read articles about me, it's the other way around. I've fed the news lies and
Yeah.
deceit,
Yes.
whereas now the news is feeding lies and deceit to
I'm-
other people.
Yeah, now I know what it's like to be on the other end of it. Right? Who knew making this is a short article, 2 paragraphs, that's all it is. And it's got a picture of me, fairly recent picture of me performing on stage. So it was written recently.
Right.
Who knew making sketches and and post the activity on you. Oh, okay, I'm reading it word for word here. So if it doesn't make sense, this is what they've written. Who knew making sketches and post the activity on YouTube would make a lot of money? Guess who did it? Luke Kidgel.
And every other YouTuber.
Well, I don't make a lot of money from YouTube, but anyway, he was born and raised in Australia, and this boy right here has the revenue coming from YouTube straight to his bank account.
I think
I made like $300 ever from
and
YouTube.
you were really excited about. I remember you saying after about 2 years, mate, I've just made $100.
I just made my first $100. His first viral video was "You Can't Own Me." For those who don't know, it was "You Don't Own Me" is the title of the song,
and the lyrics that play throughout the video.
He has a website. He keeps going. This was the worst bit. He has a website with a self-titled domain name. This guy loves himself so much that he wants everything to be on his name. But then he is humble, loves comedy. He is the comedy, and then it ends.
But
so I love myself, but I'm humble.
What should your website be? BruceWillis.com.
It'll get a lot more hits.
Well, how about...
I want to set a challenge to you during the song. So I've Googled myself. I hated it.
Yeah.
Google yourself during the song, and can you top this?
Mate, I guarantee you, whatever we find on you, it's going to be much meaner about me.
Okay, Lewis. Before the song, I sent you a challenge. I Googled myself last night for the first time. I mean, I've Googled myself before just to find. Like sometimes people go, "What time's your show?" I don't even know. I go on my own website to look, but I went past the second page.
Yeah,
and I went to about page 10.
But I've never gone past page 1.
Yeah,
because why would you?
Well, I just never even thought of doing it. I was like, oh, there won't be anything about me. And anyway, but it turns out if you go deep, you can find some pretty interesting stuff. I found some stuff about me that wasn't true. One thing that really bothers me in life and is the fact that when people don't say my eyes are good. Like, I pride myself on having like electric blue eyes.
But your eyes aren't good. They might be blue, but they don't work.
No, but they look good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they're electric blue and they're mesmerizing.
Electric blue.
Yeah. So when I see a website, that said dark brown.
Electric
blue. You heard me. I don't know why I keep repeating. Would you like me to say it again? They're electric blue. There you go.
All right. There's nothing wrong with you saying that you've got electric blue eyes.
No, there's not.
That's cool. Okay.
No.
All right. We'll move on then.
All right. Do you have a problem with that? Are you going to protest it? Because I'll argue this to the end. This isn't what this talk break's about.
Why are your eyes electric blue?
Look at them. Get up really close to me.
No, I don't
Come away
want to
from the mic. Don't you reckon?
They're not. They're just regular blue.
All right.
Electric blue you'd see on the cover of Time magazine.
One day.
No, don't just... No.
Anyway, this website said they were dark brown. It bothered me enough to Google every single thing about myself and find everything you're seeing in the dark web. Yeah. And I found some other bad stuff. So I set Lewis a challenge during the song. Mm-hmm. What have you found?
Well, I had to go quite deep because past page 1, just all my social media, all my websites, all that. Page 2 was just full of old news articles. There's me tricking Triple J, Herald Sun, The Age, Herald Sun Again, A Current Affair, a couple others, and Radio Today most recently.
But that's what you expect.
Yeah,
that's your stuff that you've actually done in your
career. So that's all page 2. That makes sense. Now, I found something horrifying on...
I can see him stalling right now. He hasn't got it up on his computer,
guys. I've got it up. I don't even know how to explain this. Did you find anything weird before?
Yeah.
Because whatever you have, I topped it.
Okay, I had 3 things to bring up with you. Mm-hmm. I've Googled your name during the song, and 3 things I want you to explain. One, I found your MySpace page, and it's just full of 300 Sparta memes.
Yes.
Like full of it, like over 20.
Yeah.
That's all that's on it.
I remember that day. I was in primary school. I've discovered memes about the 300 movie, and I thought, this is the best thing ever. Right. MySpace must know.
I would recommend taking that down.
I disagree.
Okay.
Vehemently.
My second question is, did you start a GoFundMe called Make Me a Millionaire?
No, I started a crowdfund for a comedy special.
Right, because there's one here by a guy called Lewis Spears in the UK, and it's only achieved £5 of the $1 million goal.
I know that guy. He's probably just did it as a joke. I added many Lewis Spears across the globe, and I'm pretty sure that's English Lewis Spears. Got brown hair. Where are you looking?
He's actually from Greenock, Scotland.
Oh, well, that's the UK. Does he have brown hair?
Yeah.
That's the guy.
And my third question after Googling you, do you participate in CrossFit?
No.
In particular, have you ever done a food log for a CrossFit center in Brunswick? in Melbourne?
No, I have not.
Google would disagree. Is there something you want to tell us? I'm not kidding.
I used to be a personal trainer, like in 2012.
Ah, yeah. Lewis Spears food log. Did you do it in Brunswick?
No.
Your New Year Paleo Challenge, 2011?
Not me.
Yeah, that was when you were doing it in 2011.
No, 2012 I was a personal trainer. 2011 I was 17.
I don't know.
Mate, I would never do CrossFit and I do not eat a paleo diet. How dare you?
Well, you need to Google yourself a bit more because there's some
Okay.
pretty damning stuff on here.
Are you ready for the finale?
Yep.
Because I can guarantee I'm about to top everything that you found.
Oh, also, there's one more headline here that amused me. Lewis Spears drinks Windex on stage at the Melbourne Comedy Fest.
Yes, that
Now, I've seen your last two shows and I don't remember that.
No, that was my first ever show where I put Gatorade in a Windex bottle and got everyone to film it so they could send it to news organisations. And obviously, worked
It worked
charm.
well.
I found a website that there are about 20 different photos of me on it. I'm shocked by this. It is called tallguysfree.com. It is a fetish website where they post photos of naked and topless men. And here's a photo of me with my shirt off.
It's you at the beach
At
2
the
years
beach,
ago.
Posted to tallguysfree.com. I have my own profile. They have my height.
Do you have followers? Like, how many people follow you?
This photo is rated 5 stars out of 5. There's 420 visits on this shirtless fetish website for tall guys. Who put this here?
I mean, as a tall guy,
And look,
you are 5 stars.
There's 20 photos of me. There's not just one.
One of them's a headshot. You can't even tell how tall you are.
This sucks, man. I want a fetish website, not a fan.
Wow.
That's so weird. I don't know what to do with this
That's way
information.
worse than mine. I was complaining about my eyes. You're on a fetish.
This freaks me out.
All right. Well, I think
there's a big feet section.
Great. Are you on that too? What size are you?
I hope not, but man, I just looking at
What size feet are you?
Looking at the, I'm not telling you, 13.
13.
That's
Yeah, I'd
big
rate
feet.
that 5 stars. You're a big boy. Big boy with the big feet.
Guys,
You know what they say about big feet? Get yourself on a fetish website.
all right, I'm going to try and get this taken down during the song. This creeps me out, man. This sucks. Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital, and it's time for this. Big stories.
Breaking news. Simmo's Weekly Wrap.
I'll have a beer for you.
That's right. It's Simmo's Weekly Wrap. Every day we call our Modern Digital
Not
mate.
every day. That would be
Every
the worst.
Friday.
Every Friday.
I didn't think you were already on the line. Sorry, Simmo's already correcting you. Welcome to the show.
Sorry, guys.
There
A
we
little
go.
bit rusty.
You didn't do last week's. Probably a good thing. I think we told you to take a week off anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think the last one we did was your best work. But
I
you've
feel like we've been ending every weekly wrap with that. No, it wasn't your best work. Maybe it was only good the first time we did it.
It's all right. I'm onto a good thing this week.
All
I
right.
reckon we've got a game lifter.
talking
All
a
right.
big game. All right, what is it? Give us your first headline.
All right, the news story. So, Dr. Dre, the music producer,
Love it.
DRE, has lost a trademark battle that's been going on for 3 years over his name. There's this gynecologist in the US from Pennsylvania who's just written a book, and because of he's writing this book, he wanted to trademark his name. His name is Drayon M. Birch, but he wants to be known as Dr. Dre, D-R-A-I. This got challenged by, the Dr. Dre everybody knows. And yeah, after
gynecologist,
3 years of legal proceedings, they said, well, no, actually, you're allowed to have this name as you want, because you're the only actual doctor who went to medical school.
That's a very good point. Dr. Dre came up with the Dre bit first.
Dr. Dre isn't actually saying, it's a rap name. It's not actually saying he has a doctorate in something. He doesn't have
He does have a PhD. He was given an honorary PhD by a university.
What?
So technically, he is a doctor. He's just
really?
never studied to become one. They just gave
There
him a
you
bit of
go.
paper. It was like, congratulations, Dr. Dre. So technically,
He has a
his-
doctorate in making cash.
Well, technically, his name is Dr. Dre.
Right.
Because he called
That's
himself doctor before he
So
was
who
an
do you
actual
think
doctor.
deserves it, Lewis? The
Guys,
gynecologist?
I just think, why can't we all share? You
Well-
can be Dr. Dre. You can be Dr.
Well,
Dre.
that's the whole point. You can't share. It's illegal.
Well, then I'm going to side with the courts.
Okay, so do you think the gynecologist, Simmo, what did it end up going to the gynecologist?
It did, yes.
Yes.
They found in his favour.
So you just have no opinion on this? This is not an opinion piece?
Well, these are the facts. You can make up your own opinion, really, as we've just reported.
Jeez, this bloody 60 minutes version of Simmo's weekly wrap. I like it.
All right, and do you have an opinion piece as well?
Oh, I do. I've got a great thing to discuss.
Never mind. I take it back. We're onto a current affairs, Simmo.
Boys, this one's been cooking away for a week. I was ready to go with this last week. It's developed even further. So, listening to your show, remembering...
Maybe you should do that with all your ideas. Just sit on it.
All right, so for a bit of context for the listeners, it might surprise you to know that reading news isn't what I do full time.
It's not surprising.
Isn't that how this segment started? Was because you have another job and a lot of free time?
More importantly for this, I'm studying marketing, right? My brain is wired to just work out how to make money out of things, yeah?
Yeah.
You still haven't worked out how to make money out of us. We don't pay you.
I'm listening a couple of Sundays ago when Lewis was telling his rap story, how he went up on the backstage and all that, and everybody went out backstage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Also, Monday, 2 weeks ago, Kendrick Lamar tickets got released. They were starting at $180 a ticket. Imagine like the backstage experience tickets for that. Combine that with all of Mike's Insta fan pages going off, and you guys not having any sort of backstage offering.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we do a backstage world first in stand-up Australian small-time comedy experience?
Yeah.
Where you guys can charge extra, make more money for all of us. We could do like a meet show.
Why are you getting a slice of this?
Guys, here it is. All right, we're doing meet and greet.
This isn't an opinion piece. This is you trying to make money on our show.
That's not an opinion.
Wait. All right, this is what's going to get the people in, yeah? They can have a few beers with Simmo and can watch the show with me and Mike.
Beer.
Wait, what did you say next?
They can watch the show with me and Mike because obviously, you know, it can't be much of a backstage experience while you guys are on the stage.
We don't do this show on a stage. We're in a studio. Is you talking about our stand-up shows?
Your stand-ups. No, your stand-ups.
Well,
why would you be there?
We don't invite Mike.
But that's what I'm saying. We can do this. He's got like a cult following. Everyone loves me drink a beer, so let's just put it all together.
Oi. Guys, I don't hate this idea.
You got a couple of shows coming up, do you? Oh, you don't have any Melbourne
Don't know
shows.
what Melbourne. But there's probably a few people who missed out.
Well, exactly. And imagine, I mean, you could do a Luke and Lewis special like after you've finished your countrywide tour.
How about, Simmo, end of the year?
Yeah.
Mate, we may try this idea. We'll make it the end of the year, Luke and Lewis show, and you can pay... How much are these backstage drink a beer with Simmo tickets?
I don't know. Why don't... Okay,
Save the regular tickets are about $30, which is, you know, 20 to 30, which is what the general rate is for a comedy show. Would it be double to have a beer with Simmo or triple? What are we talking?
Well, so I reckon it's probably, you could do it like, say an extra $20, or you could charge like way more, but that could include the price of some of the beers.
Wait, so hang on.
Complicated.
Wait. So if you pay $50, you get to have a beer with Simmo, but you got to buy beer, or
then why don't...
Or you pay $80 and you get one free beer.
Are you bringing your own
right,
brew?
I've got it. Okay.
Who's supplying the beer?
Simmo's got it, guys. He's got it.
Backstage experience. All right, includes a shirt or a merch or something.
Mm-hmm.
The ticket, the whole experience. Let's say $80, because then we can buy you beers and you're still getting a lot of value for money.
Okay, and how much of this money are you getting, Simmo? That's the real question. Because me and Luke, we're arguably the only reason why people are coming. So where do you come into this with the money?
You guys can take your normal ticket price out.
So you want $50?
Whoa. The fact that they're getting a piece of your merch too, that works for you. So that money's all going to you. There's $40 for each of you.
Yep.
Say $20 for me to buy him the beer,
it's not,
and then
because
another
$20
goes home with Simmo.
Is already $80.
You're going to lose so much money, man. Like buying people unlimited beer for $20.
No, your show only goes for like an hour.
Simmo, you just said we would get $40 each.
Hang on.
And then you would get $20, and then the
We're
beers
going-
would be
okay.
$20. That's $100.
Can we go to
No,
a
that's
song?
80.
No, stop.
Not $40 each.
Stop arguing. Can we? This is a kind of a good idea. Let's go to a song. Let's continue to talk about the logistics of this. If this could possibly happen after it. I'm interested in this business deal. Just don't come to our show saying you're doing news when you're clearly not.
When you're trying to make money. All right, it's Luke and Lewis. Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital. We're still joined by our Modern Digital mate Simmo, who claimed to have an opinion piece, which just turned into him pitching a sales idea to us for him to make money out of what we do.
So we were doing Simmo's weekly weekly segment, and then he kind of just said, "Hey, I've got a business idea for you all," and then we chatted for way too long. We had to go to a song. So Simmo, briefly recap what your business idea is.
So the idea is we set up a Backstage experience, which you guys can sell as a special offering to your stand-up shows, which could include, obviously ticket to the show, maybe a meet and greet beforehand, bit of merch. I'll buy you beer during the show and drink it with you. And Mike might be there too.
Yeah.
What a treat. You think like your company is a blessing.
That's what you're selling, is hanging out with you.
You're selling your company.
I mean,
and
we're providing a service, which is an hour of entertainment. You're just like, I'll just hang out with you, mate. $20.
Well, there you go. You've got double. That's like efficiency going through the roof. You get entertainment from you guys and entertainment from me making smart-ass comments about your show while it's going.
Oh, so you're going to interrupt
So you're heckling the show from... So to get this straight, right, so obviously before the show, they'll get a VIP backstage experience. Fair enough, easy to do, like a meet and greet. Then as the show starts, you want to set up chairs at the back of the stage where you sit. With how many people do you want to offer this package to?
Has
No
to be
more than
limited.
4. Probably...
Oh. Well, there's another point. The more exclusive we make it, the more expensive it is. Too.
I think 4 max.
Yeah.
No, that's
a good
otherwise
number.
the stage. How many people were on stage at the rap show you went to?
Okay, at the rap show, there was...
You said
who
about
were
10.
not working.
But
So
that was too many, though.
No, who were not working.
Yeah.
There was like me, my friend Greeley,
Yeah,
2 other dudes. There was 4 people.
4 people.
4 people.
I think
I like 4. I reckon 4 is a good number.
we open it up to 4, so then there'll be about 6 people. So if you, Radio Mike, and then 4 VIP people who have
Yep.
purchased. So now that it's more exclusive, how much are you thinking now for the ticket? You're thinking $80 before. Are
maybe
we looking at over
Probably
100?
Go the full 100 or crack it, yeah.
You want people to pay $100 just to sit closer to you. You know, like, other people will be paying money if we do a show for the show. Like, they'll be in the same room with you, but is it just the exclusivity of getting sit next to Simmo and being able to cheers you?
Absolutely. Who wouldn't want to buy that?
Me!
Well, Lewis, that's why I came onto this show through Luke, really.
Well, look, okay. We have a new email account. If you're interested in this offer, lukeandlewis5@gmail.com. Hit us up. Let us know your thoughts. Should we run this event? Do you have any other ideas for Simmo? Any other things that could be included in the backstage
Because
package?
really, we've messed up here. We started organising the VIP package before we even know what the show is, or if there even will be a show.
Sorry, 10 minutes ago we weren't planning on putting on a show.
And now we don't even understand what the main acts, us, are going to do, but we do know that our mate is going to be drinking beer at the back of the stage for $100. So if you have any ideas about the show, Luke and Lewis
We
5.
need to find 4 people who have are willing to pay for that.
Yep, well, hit us up. lukeandlewis5@gmail.com.
Thanks for joining us, Simmo. We'll get back to you on this one.
No worries. Thanks, guys. I'll have a beer for you.
Yeah, for
with ya.
$100. Luke and Lewis. Well, it's time to talk about the official tandem bikes that have been promised to us by no one but ourselves.
We want a tandem bicycle. We want a tandem bike. We want our boss to pay for it. Yes, that is what we'd like.
Guys, I think it's time to come clean. It's not a...
Look, we re-recorded the original one we did on Sunday.
Is that the re-recorded version?
Yeah, that's the one we just did.
Oh,
It
that was awful.
Yeah, it's even worse. I think the problem is that I think we obviously we can't sing. We're
No.
very bad. But it's not even like we can't sing. We're really bad.
Yeah, we're bad. Some people are average singers. We are bad singers. And also, both of us are bad singers.
We're abnormally bad, both of us. And it's not like one of us can... Originally, it was just you that was, like, bad.
Yeah.
And then I think I've gotten worse.
I
definitely can't sing Freddie Mercury.
No.
That's the problem. We've picked, like, a song which is a good song.
Yeah.
And we're butchering it completely. We should do more, like, Nickelback openers, and people
Guys,
be like, their openers have really improved.
If you know of any other songs about bikes that need a good parody that are also not too vocally challenging, lukeandlewis5@gmail.com. Send them our way.
Please send them in. Or any songs about doing something in tandem with another person. I think that's a long shot. Now, Lewis, we've been obviously on a quest on this show to find a tandem bike because in the building here, every single other show has a bike.
No, they have a Jeep.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And all we ask is a bike.
We're the only show who
We
wants
don't
a
even
bike.
want two bikes. We just want one bike with two sets of pedals.
Yes, and 2 seats.
Yes.
And 2 wheels. That's a bike. Every other show, like Husey and Kate have a Jeep. Carrie and Tommy have a Jeep. All the shows here have a Jeep. Like the Breakfast Show, Fifi, Evan, Byron have a Jeep.
I'm feeling very insecure and underappreciated here, so that's why we demand a bike. So we've been looking on the internet because I've never in my life thought about buying a tandem bike. I had
never know
no
where you get
idea
them from.
how much they would cost or where you get them from.
And our producing team has been really pushing us renting a bike. We said no.
No.
We want to own our bike.
Are those Jeeps rented, Luke?
Yeah, how will I put the bike in my will? You know, what about our future generations?
This is an issue that's really going to come across and could destroy our friendship when we're 80 years old. Whose children gets the bike?
Whoever gets the front seat, which we haven't decided yet.
We haven't even decided which one of us gets the front seat.
Yeah.
So, look, let's get the bike and then we can start arguing, okay? At least we can unite on that front.
Okay.
We need a tandem
Yeah,
bike.
and then the arguments will begin about who's front, who's back.
Yeah.
What's even better, front or back?
I know. I'm not telling you.
I
until we
know
get the
too.
bike.
All right,
Fine.
we're already fighting.
All right. I'm looking up tandem bike on Gumtree because I'm pretty sure that's
I've
the
gone
only
just
place.
in Melbourne because I feel like we have to get a local tandem bike. And all I'm going to say
Couldn't
is...
we just pick one up in Perth and ride it back?
No, well, I found a cheap one in Perth.
Yeah.
But, I couldn't get it back on the plane. It would have cost more to fly it back than just buying one here.
What if we got one from Diamond City just around the corner?
Yeah.
Are there any there?
No, I haven't seen any.
Oh.
We usually have singular bikes. I don't think the technology has gotten out to us yet. I've found one, $700, a beach cruiser. Is that the sort of vibe we want to go through?
I like a beach cruiser.
$700. Our producing teams are shaking their heads outside.
That's more than we get paid. Like, by a lot.
Yes.
But, $700 for a tandem bike, if you think about how much use and benefit we're going to get out of that, I mean, we're going to ride it at least once.
This one I like. It's in West Melbourne. It says tandem bike for quick sale. That's what we want. We want to get this bike quick.
Yeah.
I like their urgency. It is still $500. But they want to sell it quick.
Well,
so maybe we could what's it called? Haggle them. We could haggle them down on price.
Haggle them.
I was about to say heckle them down on price.
But here's the thing. I found a one for $700 that's a mountain tandem bike. What if we need to climb a mountain?
We want a city bike.
Yeah, that's true. We're not going to be going up Everest in the thing.
No. There is one here for $2,300. It's
That's
2009.
that one. I like
it's
it.
an old model. I don't think we want an old
Then
model.
why is it?
We're a new show. We're modern and digital. We don't want a 2009.
What about a $3,000 bike?
Yeah, that's more our style. Yeah.
That's this is like the Jeep of tandem bikes.
Again, the whole point of this was finding a cheaper vehicle for the company to buy for us.
Why is it a Jeep?
We
Like
might as well
50
just
grand?
get a Jeep.
This is a bargain.
Wait, Mike, can you look up how cheap you can get a Jeep for? Are we
This
like
is
in the
good.
ballpark of just getting Jeeps now?
I feel like you could maybe get a Jeep that doesn't start for $3,000.
Yeah, we could probably get a body of a Jeep and then put pedals on it and ride that around.
And Radio Mike would fit in a Jeep too, so that could be it.
I don't care if he fits. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that's true.
You could actually get an electric ride-on remote control Jeep for $300.
That's way cheaper than a tandem
Maybe
bike.
you could follow us in that.
Really? Is it a ride on Jeeps to go?
I mean, it's for kids, but I'm sure Luke at least could fit in.
I
this
won't
one.
fit for sure.
You could.
You could watch me. That would be fun.
No, the whole thing is it's for us.
I'm fine with it.
No, mate. Okay, we need to stick with the tandem bike idea. Okay,
All right.
And also,
I just see their Jeeps downstairs and they look so cool. They're like big and they're Jeeps and they're expensive.
yeah, but the toy one is small and cheap.
I know, but it would look kind of cool sitting next to him. Like, hey guys, like we could be like to them in the office. Hey Dave, saw your Jeep downstairs. Check out ours. And we don't show him. We just
Husey
tell
would
him.
be impressed
We
with
just
that.
tell him we have a Jeep. We don't show them the Jeep.
Oh, that's true.
We just kind of word of mouth gets out. Hey, these
Actually,
boys.
do you think Husey's ever sat in the Jeep?
No,
No?
no. I
Well,
think
then they're not even using it. Why don't we just take Husey's Jeep?
Husey, we're coming for your Jeep.
Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital. That brings us to the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very
does.
much for listening with us.
This
With
isn't
us?
the end of the show.
With us? Well, I
Huh?
can
Isn't
hear
it?
No, we got one more. This is one more break, and then we've got an ad.
Ah,
and then we're at the end.
I think that was my bad, guys. I think I said, are we wrapping up now? And then no one answered me, and I was like, yeah, we're wrapping up.
It's only
Gee, thanks,
7:40.
guys.
We've
Well,
got
hey,
20 more minutes.
I did look at the clock, and I was like, oh, geez, we're ending it a bit early. There's still
Guys.
got 20 minutes to go.
Well, you know what? Normally I make it sound like we're cancelling the show. So
Yeah.
sounding like we're ending early isn't too much of a stretch, is it? Guys, you're in luck because the show's not over. We've got more show. What are we talking about, though?
Mike's head.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
I forgot
thank
about
you.
that.
Bit of applause.
Sorry, it's a pretty forgettable head. It's like mine. It's like, oh, yeah.
Now,
All right.
our button pusher radio Mike has had a dilemma for the past, what do you say, a month, Luke?
Well, you've got until the 17th of May, I believe, which is coming up. It's nearing very quick. The
He's
end
trying
of
to
the 3 weeks.
slim his head.
Yeah.
Because
you said
he
the 17th of May was the date, I think,
Yeah.
that we said.
Yeah. So
And
it
what's the
surprised
date?
me how much time has passed.
What's the 11th? How's
Oh.
your head diet going? You've got 6 days to go.
Really good. Looked at myself in the mirror today, and I'm like, man, your head's looking
But,
mighty
Mike,
fine, mister.
Mike,
This is
do,
we have a
do you know
theory.
why you've done that?
No.
We have a
You've got a
theory.
haircut, and the sides of your hair is shorter.
Mike literally trimmed just the sides of his hair, and he's kind of left it a bit longer
And
at
the
the top.
top. No,
A little bit at the
it's-
top.
And you
It's
think
shorter
your
than
head's
usual on the top.
smaller
Yeah.
because you got a haircut.
Your
No.
Yes, that's the, only
the
thing.
diameter of your head just looks smaller because there's literally less things on it.
Nah, I've been running. I've been to the gym.
Are you
few
on a diet?
times. Yeah.
What are you eating right now?
Nothing right now.
No, just before. What were you eating? What did
What
you
do you
have?
mean?
In
You had
what
a
were you
can
eating
of
in the
V,
studio?
and what were you
I
eating?
had pasta.
A can of V and pasta.
Yeah,
Is a
I'm
can
going
of
out
V
tonight,
fit
and
your
I've
fit
been
your
a bit
diet?
tired,
Oh yeah,
so I needed a pick me up.
yeah.
And what are you going out tonight to do? To
What do you eat?
CrossFit?
Catch up with some friends.
Yeah. Where
and
at?
What are you going to do at that establishment?
At a party, I guess. It's
Yeah?
a friend's birthday.
Will you be consuming beverages that...
No, because I drove to work, so I'm gonna just head straight to the party after work.
Very
Be
responsible.
good if we could wrap this up
If you-
soon, so I can head off to the
If
party.
you're...
I
If
tried to end the show, but no one listened to me.
I don't know if anyone's listening who's going to be at that event, but if you catch
If you
Radio
even
Mike,
see him touch a Dorito,
even a fizzy drink, a Diet Coke, I don't care if it's diet, I don't care, it's still got sugar in it. Or no, it doesn't. Coke Zero has no sugar.
well,
It's still bad for you.
End of the day, we have measured your head, so we're going to know if your head actually is slimmer.
I know, but
or
I'm
if you've
worried
just got a haircut.
that he has lost a centimetre from the haircut.
Surely you held it tight against his hair, though.
I don't know, I don't remember.
I did.
I should have, in hindsight. I didn't know he was going to cheat it by getting a haircut. I thought he seemed pretty enthusiastic about doing it the moral way. But no, you've stooped so low. that
I've
you
got a
haven't-
second theory about
What?
Mike's head that I've been dying to say. I don't think that his head's big. I just think his body is small. Have we considered this, ladies and gentlemen?
Bit of a petite boy.
Yeah.
So,
Don't have a petite head.
I don't think my body's small either.
No.
Well, you've stumped me, and now I'm a bit self-conscious. I'm
Now he's going to start going to the gym, trying to get his body bigger, but making his head smaller at the same
I
time.
think that's your problem
You
all the
can't
time.
have it all. You're going to pick one. Do you want a small head or a big body?
I just want a small body and small head.
You just want to be like an ant. What do you want, man? But
don't
for a
know.
bit, you were like, I want to be more muscular.
And then his head got bigger.
Make up your mind.
So
man.
you weren't hitting the gym properly. You were just eating food. You're like, oh, this will make my muscles bigger. Just got a big head.
Can I just say this? I don't know if this is like telling of me as a person, but actually,
Probably is.
now that you mention it, Luke, for the past like 6 months, every time I grow my hair out a bit longer after a haircut, I always like look in the mirror and I'm like, man, your head's gotten big.
told you!
It's your hair.
And then every time I get a haircut, I'm like, you're looking great.
You should get dreadlocks. You'll
maybe-
cry every day.
Maybe just maintain a haircut and groom yourself and you'll look better. What a shock.
Well, that's news.
Do we
to
even
my
need to
ears.
conduct the rest of the experiment?
I still want to measure it because I think my head circumference gone down like a few centimeters.
You look the same.
No, I don't.
If anything, you look worse.
We're all looking at me. I'm
telling
especially
you.
after this haircut. Wow.
Who cut your hair?
A lady at the hairdresser.
Yeah.
Yeah. She asked me what I did. I said I worked in radio. I didn't mention you guys.
Yeah, because you would have had to come clean and tell you that you just push the buttons and you don't do a cool job like us. Luke and Lewis. And guys, I don't want to shock you, but I'm pretty sure that this is actually when the show's ending.
Are you
Am
sure?
I correct?
Because, I mean, maybe.
Well, we were just talking about... I think that if you heard another show end prematurely on the
Yeah.
radio, you would just be so confused.
You'd
That's the
turn
most
off.
unprofessional thing
Yes.
that anyone's ever done.
And-
It's like, hey guys, see you later. Well,
You
they've
said like
got 20 minutes
no,
left.
but you're saying that like, oh, imagine if that happened. It just happened. We're on the radio. Someone would have just heard that and thought that.
Yeah.
Now we've lost listeners.
Well, to that person, I would apologize, but you're not listening.
If people don't know, we have a whiteboard in front of us that says like what we're going to do on the show, and you just like ignored it. And we're like,
Don't
hey
reveal-
guys,
Hey, don't reveal the magic behind the scenes.
there's
about-
like 3 clocks in here that all say there's 20 minutes to go.
Hey, and it's Fistpump Fridays.
Yeah.
See, that would have been the real indicator that the show's over. It's the Fistpump Fridays
Yeah.
theme song. I should have known something was off when I didn't hear a bit of Reese Maston instrumental pumping throughout this.
Someone asked me at one of my stand-up shows, hey, just clarifying,
Yeah.
is the song you use on Fistpump Fridays Good Night by Reese Maston?
Haven't
I was
we
like,
clarified this
yeah, we talk
50
about
times?
it every Friday. And he goes, oh yeah, it's just confusing.
How is that confusing? Didn't we
Hang on.
replace the
Well,
instrumental
let's stop
with the
talking over it and
instrumental?
let's just clear the air.
Ooh.
See, this is what confuses people. Reese Maston's version doesn't have that in it.
Ah,
Let's
the
just
drop.
clear the air for 5 seconds of just Reese.
Okay.
Just,
Just had another thought.
you ruined it again.
Imagine if a radio show during a part where they're supposed to be talking just stayed silent and played the instrumental to another. Wouldn't that be unprofessional radio?
I have a question for you guys. Sorry to interrupt. Can I swap arms? Permission to swap arms.
Mike, what do you think?
Permission granted.
Thank you.
I'll allow it.
Go over to my
good.
left now.
I've never done the left. Guys,
I don't like it, guys.
I got a
Permission
question.
to swap back.
Permission to double pump.
Hey guys, permission to end the show. I don't think this is funny anymore.
You can double pump. I'll end the show when you guys are ready.
Request denied. The show goes on. Okay, that's 2 drops. That's enough. Luke and Lewis on Triple M1 Digital. See you later.